The 5 best spurs to buy in UK 2024. Anyone who doesn't share a taste for bubbly soda water could be forgiven for thinking these gadgets were a gimmick, but the reality is the opposite. Because for those who do, a home sparkling water maker should be a no-brainer when it comes to sustainability. These cordless countertop gadgets transform tap water into sparkling at the touch of a button, which not only saves on plastic bottles, but the faff of carrying them home. Suddenly you can add easy fizz to your homemade elderflower cordial, a mojito pitcher, or even spruce up your favorite bottle of wine. SodaStream has long been a key brand player driving the sparkling water maker market forwards, and the brand offers a refilling service, whereby cylinders can be sent back for sterilization, retesting, and refilling. It set the standard that most now follow. The SodaStream Art makes pleasantly fizzy water, has an easy-to-grip handle, and is under £100 UK. We also like the Breville InFizz Fusion Sparkling Beverage Carbonator. While it's pricier, it can carbonate anything, including juice and cocktails. Number 1. Best Premium Sparkling Water Maker, Sage, the InFizz Fusion Home Soda Maker. If you've got a fair bit of budget to play with, Sage's sparkling water maker is a truly impressive piece of kit. It's very tall, but benefits from a super polished, stainless steel exterior that shines on the countertop. It's also designed to carbonate more than just water. You can also add fizz to juice, cocktails, wine and tea, and refizz any previously fizzy liquids that have gone flat. Canisters need to be bought separately, but Sage offers a CO2 refill program in partnership with CO2U, which also recycles old canisters. To use the InFizz, simply fill the included 1-liter bottle with water, attach the fusion cap, which controls how quickly the excess gas is released, then twist and lock it into place. The manual advises pressing the lever down 6 times to inject the maximum amount of carbonation. When you remove the bottle, slide the switch on the fusion cap for a slow or fast release. On test, all our beverages had small, fine bubbles, and stayed fizzy overnight after being left in the fridge. We also tried Sage's fizzy lemonade recipe, which was pleasantly tart and refreshing. We recently tested Sage, the InFizz Fusion Home Soda Maker, and were impressed. It didn't lose a single gram of carbonation overnight and can fizz up anything. In addition to our other tests, we made carbonated lemonade, tea, and palomas with this model. Its brushed stainless steel body hid smudges and looked sharp, too. Number 2. Best Sparkling Water Maker in UK, Aarke Carbonator 3, Sparkling Water Maker. Swedish brand Aarke has transformed sparkling water maker design into elegant statements with an industrial feel, made of metal rather than plastic. They sit at the luxury end of the price spectrum, but we think this is justified as the performance, efficiency, and user experience of these models are in a league of their own. The stainless steel model tested was a pleasure to unpack, gift wrapped in an elegant black box and secured with a ribbon. 2 BPA-free bottles, with metal caps and bases, are included, as is a canister which screws in to secure. When lowered, the handle releases CO2, and it was the quietest tested. This would make the ultimate gift. Aarke uses SodaStream canisters, which is a good thing. Aarke doesn't sell CO2 canisters, but it is engineered to work with SodaStream's CO2 bottles. That's a good thing since SodaStream has a robust exchange program. Your first canister will cost $30, but mail back the empty canister or return it at Staples or another partnering retailer and you'll get a replacement for only $15. With SodaStream's $160 Aqua Fizz and Aarke's $219 Carbonator both looking up at me, Aarke is a decisive winner in terms of pure aesthetics. But it's hard to ignore the fact that Aarke's machine is roughly $90 more when you factor in the CO2 canister. Number 3. Best Sparkling Water Maker for Large Quantities, SodaStream Duo Sparkling Water Maker. SodaStream is one of the best-known names in the world of sparkling water makers, and this model comes with 4 bottles each with a capacity of 1 liter. This makes it a great option if you like to keep sparkling water on hand in your fridge, or if you regularly have people round for drinks. We found that the water retained its bubbles really well for over 24 hours after the being carbonated. The bubbles themselves had a large, pleasant mouthfeel and no other lingering flavors. The SodaStream Duo performed admirably to deliver bubbly beverages in minutes. As mentioned, you can't visually see how the bubbling process is going, but with each press of the button on top of the machine, the sound does change, which I've found is a good indicator of finding the sweet spot. That being said, if you prefer a weaker bubble, you can learn through trial and error the number of presses your bottle needs. The fact the bottle is contained in the flask and is manually operated has massively reduced the risk of overbubbling and getting a spray of water over your countertop. While SodaStream models like the e-Terra have one-touch operation, in our tests we've often found it's this that's led to an accidental water display in the kitchen. In terms of cleaning the bottles, both the glass and reusable plastic bottles are dishwasher safe and have come out perfectly clean. Just make sure they're standing upside down on the bottom rack. There's no doubt using a SodaStream has saved me money and reduced my use of plastic. But as mentioned, all SodaStream machines essentially do the same thing, produce sparkling water you can add delicious flavors to. I'd always recommend the Pepsi Max cherry syrup. If you're new to the world of sparkling water or are unsure if a SodaStream is right for you, going for a cheaper model may be your best bet. But if you're after a newer model or want that duo of beautiful style and substance to complement your modern kitchen, you can't go wrong with the Duo. Design is where the Duo excels. Likewise, if being able to use a glass bottle instead of a plastic bottle excites you, the Duo is your absolute go-to. Number 4. Best Sparkling Water Maker for Versatility, DrinkMate InFizz Sparkling Water and Soda Maker. Carbonate anything is DrinkMate's slogan when it comes to this carbonator, designed to inspire the user to go beyond water and experiment with adding bubbles to wine, iced tea and cocktails. It was very efficient. Once slotted in, the carbonation outlet head secures with a magnet, making for a smooth user experience. The outlet itself offers a slider for adjustability over fizz level, depending on what you've got in the bottle. Once filled, you need to release the surplus gas by pressing a button before twisting off the bottle. It was incredibly efficient at carbonating the water, creating more fizz than any others. The UK-based brand also does a CO2 exchange scheme. The DrinkMate InFizz produces consistently delightful carbonated beverages that you can easily ramp up or down to your taste level, creating anything from a subtle fizz to big, non-water beverages bubbles. Just as well as it carbonates water, handling the task better than any other soda maker with similar capabilities. By contrast, our other picks can carbonate only water. After using the InFizz regularly for a year, with around 8 months of near-daily usage, I've found that the machine is still working great and making me the highly carbonated seltzer I crave. Despite my initial clumsiness at inserting the bottle correctly, the motion has become second nature, a task I can perform mindlessly before sitting down to a meal. As the DrinkMate manual suggests, I've figured out what to look and listen for when pushing the carbonation button to get exactly the fizz levels I want. The InFizz makes a hissing sound when the water has taken on as much gas as it can, meaning, any more pushes are just wasting CO2, and I've noticed that it emits a higher-pitched noise just before it makes that hissing sound. By listening for that high-pitched noise, I've gotten good at taking it right up to that level. Then I remove the bottle, release the pressure, and am rewarded with crackly, zippy seltzer. Leaving the bottle in the fridge filled with water between uses has also become second nature, so I'm always one step closer to some bubbly. In the past year I've carbonated non-alcoholic aperitifs, various juices, lemon water and lemonade, iced tea, and, on one particularly desperate day stuck at home with a cold and no fun beverages, Gatorade. I have yet to find a beverage I would want to carbonate that the InFizz can't handle. Finally, I've been exchanging cylinders through DrinkMate's website for around 8 months. The process is easy for me. I save the boxes the cylinders come in, put the empties back in there with the provided shipping label, and deposit them around the corner at a UPS drop-off location. Then I buy my next cylinders with the coupon that DrinkMate sends once it receives my empty cylinders. I use about a cylinder a month. Number 5. Best Sparkling Water Maker for Personalization, InFizz Sparkling Water Maker and Soda Maker Machine. The InFizz Sparkling Water Maker offers 4 levels of carbonation, which is a unique level of control depending on your taste. The use of plastic packaging felt a bit excessive during unboxing. The process of loading and unloading the canister involved releasing the back panel using a silver catch, which was simple to do. The featured BPA-free bottle twists to lock into the outlet, which itself is removable, so once carbonated, you manually release the pressure before twisting off the outlet cap. Bibbo does offer a CO2 cylinder return and refill program by which empty canisters can be returned with a prepaid returns note. If you usually buy sparkling water, then you're going to save a lot of money in plastic. One CO2 cylinder will give up to 60 liters of fizzy water. Yes, you need to buy a cylinder, and they send a returns label to return your canister when you order the next one, along with refunding your £10 deposit. But it's better than buying water and reduces plastic use. It adds variety to your water options, giving you the option of sparkling water, meaning you'll potentially get more water into your family if they're not keen on plain tap water. You can add the sparkling water to make fizzy squash and likes this, or add your own flavoring. I like adding a hint of citrus. Lots of shop-bought sparkling waters are full of sugar, but you can make your own sugar-free versions. The small footprint doesn't take much space up in the kitchen. There's no cables to worry about either, which means you can easily store it away if needed.